People hated Brawl? Oh! Now that's over, let's go back to Wuthering Waves.
Onwards.
I know there was supposed to be another tournament that was supposed to be Panda, but that got canceled. Because apparently it wasn't approved by Nintendo or something like that. Ah, that would explain a lot.
Is that so? So this file...
The last time Smash was at EVO was 2019 with Smash Ultimate.
They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The Chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the Sentinel. No, it was nowhere near.
That being said, though, the EVO announcement show was really fun to watch.
They were removed from the Sentinel's range, or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance, according to the Court of Savant
yeah, Smash Ultimate was known to have very bad netcode.
Make them more powerful. The second resonance awakening hypothesis, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies.
But I know EVO 2020 got canceled.
Resonance awakening.
The first time around, it was before they announced EVO Online. And the second time was after that whole controversy surrounding Joey Cueller.
Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a second...
AKA Mr. Wizard.
...for Jinshi, so she may exert even stronger
Yikes.
resonance abilities. Ones that allow her
I think
to
I had a few matches drop here and there when I played Ultimate, but it's been a while since I last played it.
Countless Chronosorters were made to collide with the...
The last time I played Smash Online was when I played Smash for Wii U, before Nintendo Network shut down.
One Chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart.
Or rather, the online play service for Nintendo Wii U and
resonance ability.
3DS games.
The research log mentioned that all Chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote. Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening. No, it's not. Exhausting yourself will only result in destruction.
If that's why Nintendo pulled out of Evo, then I can understand why. They had such frustration over that stuff.
The Chrono Sorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the Chrono Sorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the Sentinel. And the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the Chrono Sorter thanks to that order. Rover, do you have an idea? Jinshi.
Wait. Is it her? Oh, Jinshi!
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her.
But Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need her help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot. Thank you, Rover. Thank you. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible.
I wonder if we're gonna learn the canon name of the Rovers.
It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase.
Well, the canon names.
What
Oh, I forgot to change the category.
According to the
There you go.
of Savante's records,
That's back to Wuthering
Sentinel
Waves.
was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament.
Oh, yeah, Dragon.
As time passed,
Next Monday,
his condition worsened.
I'm going to be
Rover became unstable.
part of an event where I stream shitty game, where I stream a shitty game.
Threatened Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore.
I chose Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure for my choice. The other two,
Their records indicate a solution.
the other two were Bluey and the Karate Kid on NES,
I must deliberately
and Bluey on
the
PC
Sentinel's resonance power during
or PS5.
triggering my second resonance awakening. That will enhance my power beyond its limits.
The thing is, though,
Can achieve all that.
I might do
Jinshi,
20 minutes of
understand what is at stake
20 minutes a
for
game.
yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long.
But yeah,
Sentinel
the
Jue
event was hosted by
since the
Zophar,
city's founding,
the founder of
wise
Zophar's
and
domain.
well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions
And
we face
it's called
are just a side
Jankuary.
effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition
Seems like he
deemed
is.
incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today,
I'm surprised because I went to Zophar's domain quite a lot as a kid.
all of Jinzhou.
I will.
And quite a bit as an adult.
If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to
That is true.
firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
But the thing is, with Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure,
Have you thought about
I'm
the
debating on whether I should
Jinshi?
do it on my modded Wii U
Trying to
or
trigger
play it through
something
Dolphin.
by fighting the Sentinel. It could make you overclock at any moment.
Because I have Nintendo on my Wii U.
You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition?
Cheng Li does have a point,
I
Jinshi.
see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learned from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe
Hold
in?
on.
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that.
Right?
We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Cheng Li,
But yeah, that's the thing though.
Jinshi, I don't...
I will confess that as a kid,
I know you've made up your mind.
most of the games I played were through emulators.
That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true.
And to be fair, one of my gripes with Nintendo these days is their ongoing war with
The
emulation.
situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
And emulators.
thank you, my teacher. Jingxi will keep your words in mind.
Oh, she all of a sudden decided to speak in third person.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face. Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving.
Hi. Onwards.
Look, our last target, on those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
Okay. Alright.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
Wait, I already did that one. Oh, it worked!
It worked.
Oh,
The
ad
Court of
break!
Savante set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
With that, I'm going to take a break, prepare to eat dinner, and I'll be back whenever I'm finished. Right, I'm back. Had to help prepare dinner. But now it's ready I'm ready to rock and roll.
It's a trap. What? Fluorescent shadows. Negligence on my part. Let it end. Onwards. Strike fast. Evil be cleansed.
Together we vanish. Feathers incinerate. Think fast.
Together we fight.
Excuse me?
Sacred light.
Together we vanish. Mind's eye. Who's the caged bird now?
Swift and resolute.
And we did it!
I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
Forgive me.
Hold on, I'm being called. All right, sorry about that.
Onwards.
Now to the secret tunnel.
Onwards.
Thanks, Butterfly.
The cipher key.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji.
Oh, and Dragon. One of my favorite funny moments about Final Fantasy VII was whenever Sephiroth was dabbing or T-posing. But it did look like he was dabbing. And dabbing to the fire. The first time he did it.
Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay. Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry
Yes,
on.
I really enjoyed it a lot.
As for myself,
I am so ready for part
I
3.
have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak.
Because I know for a fact you're going to adapt Disc 2 and Disc 3 into part 3. And I will be even more excited after I finish replaying Remake.
How rude. This is not how we greet
Wait.
people here. Allow me to demonstrate
Oh.
the proper etiquette.
She's taking care of them while Rover Jinshi are escaping. But yeah, I already know what's going to be in store for part 3 after playing through all of Disc 2 and 3.
Changli.
And I'm actually curious as to how they're going to handle the huge materia hunt.
Don't
As well as all of the hallucinations Cloud had throughout Disc 2.
I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
I would be excited though if they actually have Sephiroth dab in part 3. Like they did have him in Disc 2.
I shall lead the way. Sacred light. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Bloom from ashen shell. Vitality, sour. Keep dancing. Onwards. Would these be enough for your needs?
Oh, so I have to go back to Hongzen.
Anything else?
Hongzen. Hongzen.
Onwards. 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 All paths converge.
It's Madam Magistrate. She's back. I must go tell Lady Xinyi.
Also, another thing I'll bring up is that whenever I stream Wuthering Waves, it will be for the story. Anything I do off stream will mostly be in regards to
The Mianlun chamber is
grinding and whatnot.
You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you.
Sorry about that.
Lee was right. They used the Court of Cervantes
Had to fix up my posture a
to
bit.
trap our sentinel in its resting chamber. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlun chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself. What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow. But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlun chamber to form a special force field along with those chronosorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls.
But yeah, now that I have Final Fantasy VII done, Dragon, I can now focus on
Perhaps the
aiming to
Sentinels
complete Trails in the
has
Sky second chapter.
potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival
And after that,
of Joe's inhabitants.
I'm going to take a short break, like a week or
I
two,
just never thought
from streaming JRPG
follow
playthroughs.
through with that prophecy.
It was
So I can
you
prepare myself for
giving
Final
me
Fantasy
my
VII
first
Remake
impression.
and Trails in the Sky the Third.
Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition.
I think I decided when I'm going to debut my VTuber's new
Memories
outfit.
long buried resurfaced with
When I
sudden
stream 7
clarity.
Remake. And Sky the Third.
Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our Sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinshi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I'm a seed, born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin.
Oh yeah, I've also been dropping some lore about my
Time for me to
VTuber every
take
now
root
and then.
grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff.
Forgive me.
I actually like the dubstep music in this.
Onwards.
Also, I think I might do Freedom Wars after I finish Sonic.
Onward.
Jinshi, so far, everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth,
As a non-JRPG playthrough I can do.
I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself. The Mianlun chamber should be deep in the cave.
Mianlung
Let's go.
Chamber.
I
I-
will lead the way.
Honestly though, I will admit, I'm pretty bad at pronouncing Chinese words.
As far as the eye can see. Evil be cleansed. Onward.
Reborn from ancient struggle harder. Entertain me.
Well, it's mostly, my history of that mostly dates back to Genshin.
Together we fight.
Especially since you here's an English dub pronounce certain names with different pronunciations. From Leeway.
Filled with riches.
More so.
Forgive me. Soar against the winds. I shall lead the way. Thunder guide us. Take flight.
Bloom from ashen shell. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
So true.
Keep dancing like as one. Strike fast.
Onward. Blessed end.
Not even the English cast of Genshin can pronounce Chinese words properly
For
too.
your needs. Tell
Like,
me if there's anything else you want.
It's happening again. Okay. Test is good. All right. Now make sure there's no desync right now, if anything. But yeah.
Be swift. Soar against the winds.
Oh yeah, databank time. Ooh, gambling time! Another 3-star. Just what I don't need.
So be it.
Sprout of budding seeds.
Universe in my psyche.
All right. I can do this.
Worry not. Sacred light. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed. Hey, onward. The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches.
Ooh.
Be swift.
Okay, I need a heal. Like, pronto.
Onwards. Forgive me.
Right. Made it.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the flare crest spines. Chrono sorters nearby may have frozen this body of water
Oh
entirely.
yeah.
Or
To play the Pokemon game, you just have to type
options here.
exclamation Pokecatch.
Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now.
I think you need to set your profile up for the
I'll wait
game.
to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next. Hi. Onwards. I shall lead the way.
I always like the dubstep. Wuthering Waves is the soundtrack.
Fluorescent shadows.
If anything, I do credit Tekken's Tekken Tag 2 for making me appreciate dubstep.
Fast and sturdy.
Ooh, I got a new Echo. Nice.
The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches. Hi. Onwards.
Oh yeah, how's it? That being said,
I can feel the
what are you guys
sense
up to
of
this
presence
week?
inside. But it's not responding.
I can imagine. I go back to work on Thursday. I work Friday and Saturday as well. Oh, it's Jue!
The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest.
I hope those appointments are going well.
To lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something underwater. Let's start with a chrono sorter here.
Okay. Got the first one down. Now,
The water level
to
has
attack.
dropped. It's the flare stone.
To unlock the next
On that
flare
rock.
crest.
Let's go retrieve it.
The flare stone is right here.
So we can probably see we can probably save
To open
Jue.
this photon barrier first.
This barrier will break down once the corresponding photon vaults are destroyed. One of the photon vaults is in there. We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first. Onwards. Onwards.
Oh, can't forget that.
A different approach. All paths converge. That and starlight. Thus it ends. So be it. Our lights shine through. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Sacred light. Soar against the winds.
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminate. Let's look around.
Sprout of budding seeds! Crimson blossom! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
Strike as one. Evil be cleansed. Take flight.
Reborn from ancient roots!
Chi lasts evermore.
Together we fight!
Sacred light. Our lights shine through. Evil be cleansed.
Bloom from ashen shell! Sprout wrap! Don't run! Keep the dance going!
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But when they were gone,
Sorry about
it
that.
was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cry
Oh, we have an ad break coming up.
died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel. With a burst of energy, our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a lung, and dark clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou.
Man, this
Yes, it's me.
really hits home.
I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongzhen. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here.
What's this lore about
If the sentinel
Jinshi coming to light?
why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can, to learn about the truth, or complete our destined battle. Give up my duty.
Poor
I never thought of
Jinshi.
To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of
Yeah.
you,
Poor
Chun-Li,
Jinshi, though.
Qin-Yi, and everyone
Like,
in Jinzhou that
low
gave me
key?
the courage to push on.
Okay.
Even Jue's
I
decision
can't help
to
but feel
believe
bad
in
for
me,
her after watching her through all
whether
that.
out of pity or not,
Like,
I am truly grateful.
when you think about it,
The thought of it warms my heart every
no
time.
one should have to go through what she went through.
Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me.
Like,
Even without
no
the title
one
of
should go
magistrate,
through all this at
I
all.
could never leave
Like,
Jinzhou behind.
think about it. It just makes you feel bad for her, you know? When you think about the fact that you have lore for characters like this,
The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions.
it helps you understand a
We must find
character a lot
Sentinel
better.
As soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself.
one deserves to go through this fate at all.
If there is truly no
Oh, so we have another
reaction,
ad break. So,
then I will have to fight it.
after this cutscene,
I
I'm going
refuse to back
to
down.
take a short break. And I'll be
I
right
will
back.
Fight to protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost,
Let me try it.
but many will be saved.
Okay.
If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no
Okay.
regrets giving my own life.
It really does happen
Let me
that
make
there's
one
the
thing
e-sync
clear.
with VTube Studio.
I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a
And
situation
fight.
where death is our only
If you
option,
fight,
are we?
we're always with you.
Thank you for placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover.
Isn't that really cute?
My teacher Chung Li
Like-
told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis.
Isn't it really cute?
As I know you
Like,
have a special connection with
This
our
whole
Sentinel,
interaction between the rover
I need
and
your support in this
Jinshi.
decision. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
Alright. Begins my break, so I'll see you guys whenever I get back. And now I'm back. Thank you very much, Dragon.
Onwards.
All paths converge.
Soar against the winds.
Forgive me.
Alright, let's see here. Hold on a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Huh. There we go. Wait. Let me... Alright. Reload it again. Hopefully it'll stay synced up. Ooh.
Forgive me.
Done.
That's one flare crest down,
Let's
2 to
see
go.
nearby. Onwards. A different approach.
Oh, looks like I have to control that thing again. Okay. Let me relaunch from VTube Studio real quick. Huh. Here we go. All right. Everything good? Oh.
Forgive me.
Her flare crest.
One last flare stone to go.
Now we're down to the last one. And restore the water level and get that.
As far as the eye can see.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Onwards.
Right? Let's get going.
Onwards.
I need to backtrack in.
Onwards.
Lowered water level.
Onwards. Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
You got that right. It's about time.
Onwards. I shall lead the way.
The sky beckons. Sacred light.
You know, a fun fact. I tend to think that's a Crash Bandicoot reference.
Our lights shine through. Worry not.
Especially since the fourth game was called It's About Time.
Evil be cleansed.
But it could be a reference to anything when you think about it.
Bloom from ashen shell. It's getting fun.
Evils be gone.
Let me heal.
Stay alert.
Together we fight. Let this end.
Onwards.
Oh, stars, heed my calling.
All set.
And now,
The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Jue should finally break free.
I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
Holy fuck! It's crumbling. Holy shit! Jue!
Jinji,
It has been quite some time. And greetings, Lady Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment. Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
Holy cow.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure, yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. For one will soon perish.
Sorry about that, guys.
One such as this, of immortal nature, is...
I'm gonna step away so I can recharge my headset.
Yet one suffered severe harm.
Well, I had to use the restroom.
And now relies
First world problems, I guess.
for survival.
We have an ad
This
break
is
right
not
now.
the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to
But
use
thankfully-
this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom.
We have the VODs for people to watch, so they don't have to deal with ads.
Cannot be defied. The Fraxidas have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Mianlong chamber can no longer prolong one's life. Jinjo
But yeah, I do apologize if I tend to be away quite often.
will be no more.
Oh. Didn't she with that
One descended upon Mount Firm,
surprise?
using the
What a
power
suspenseful
of temporal
face.
mandate to repel tacit discords. Time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinjo was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinjo at the cost of one's own life force. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinjo. If this were to happen, all life will be engulfed in a chaotic storm of twisted time flow. Jinjo shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. The ceremonial rituals and endless battles persist, intertwining joy and sorrow into an eternal blur. All inhabitants of Jinjo shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself ceases to exist. It is this one's own doing, and one must put an end to it. In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinjo at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinjo will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Wanlong may discover a method to rescue Jinjo.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world? Jinjo's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this method proves to be the most effective and stable.
Holy cow.
Magistrate Jinshi, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold, after one's passing.
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. Only when I learned of your actions alongside the court of Savante did it all become clear. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening.
Oh, my favorite time of the year?
Through this,
Usually winter, but I also do like fall and summer.
And invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Or should I say fall and spring?
Ridiculous!
Especially since summer's where it gets way too hot.
If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment.
That's a hard topic to decide on.
You will be trapped within the fissures of time itself.
I will say though, I usually eat pepperoni or sausage.
And mended day after day. Denied
I don't really like Supreme.
for eternity.
But I can restore the errors.
I don't like pineapple pizza either.
Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just doing what you've been doing all along. Going against fate to keep Jinzhou safe.
But yeah. Worst topping in my opinion has to be pineapple.
One last opportunity. Let me freeze the time, and I can ensure your safety. You're only here to witness before the right time.
Bacon? I like bacon.
But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, you may augment Jinshi's odds of survival by a fraction. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment.
Bacon on its own as a food item.
The moment of her resonance
Mostly
ability's
that.
depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking and near death, then we may still save her life. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
Our cutscene's kicking off.
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear, even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation and restore the time flow.
Oh, everything's getting intense now, everyone.
Restore the time flow. From where does this confidence arise? You are my resident, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least bring some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions, and I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
She has gone so serious.
Ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind. Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace.
Now comes the fight of the century.
Lady Arbiter, one is curious about your choices.
In Jinzhou.
Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our
Government must be guided by virtue. Chi, do you keep this in mind?
Yes, virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinshi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your...
She was once known as just she.
What do you think of this world?
Like...
But now it's Jinshi because she bears part of Jinzhou's name.
The lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light.
Rover.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
This entrance leads to one Sonoro Sphere. Magistrate Jinshi, one shall await you there. Rover, this battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou, and only you can open this Sonoro Sphere. The key to Jinzhou's future lies in your hands.
Here we go. Battle we've all been waiting for.
Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle.
Jinshi and Rover versus Jue.
To absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinzhou in time.
Correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
Rover.
There's no turning back from this, Jinshi.
Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, or witness the purity of its snowflakes. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature. Our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrises and sunsets at the border. Our people have sacrificed their blood and tears to protect Huanglang's safety. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinshi, as a citizen of Jinzhou, and as Jinzhou's magistrate. Let's begin.
No turning back from this, Jinshi. The fate of Jinzhou lies in your hands. We can do this. I mean it. We can do this. Don't give up. Made it this far. Now,
I like strength.
I shall fight to determine Jinzhou's fate.
Onwards. Let it end. Negligence on my part. So be it. Onwards.
Oh fuck. What's happening? Oh shit! Holy shit!
I shall lead the way. Onwards. Evil be cleansed. Onwards.
Oh man.
Strike fast. Sacred light. Take flight. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Let it end.
I can do this.
Strike fast. Evil be cleansed.
Quite the impressive feat, Magistrate Jinshi. However, you were still a long way from inheriting my power. Back down now, while you still can.
I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. He once said it's not easy to become a candle of light. But I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
I can't help but think of JoJo's whenever I see this. Holy fuck! Oh my god.
Lady Arbiter. May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi.
It's like voices are coming into Jinji's mind. Jinshi. To Jinshi's mind.
This one has heard your decision.
Like, a lot of voices from her past. This story, this chapter goes into deep into her past. I'm not lying. Say it. This chapter does go way too in deep on our past. Oh no!
What do you think of this?
Jinxie! No! And everything's back in motion.
The transfer has
She's alive!
as you instructed. Jinshi, one
Whoa.
should honor one's promise and restore Jinzhou's future to you and its people.
Indeed. Well, to be fair, in Hawkeye Star Rail, there were characters that were playable that eventually died. Especially when you take Penacony into consideration. Yeah, you can still play as them. Even after getting them.
Jinshi has
Like, I would only use them if
one will soon send
I don't have any other characters to use
recuperation.
for certain parties.
Please do not worry. With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one.
Otherwise, I would hopefully go for a 5-star.
One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. I am Jue the Sentinel, the guide of Jinzhou's civilization. Everything about Jinzhou has been stored in my mind. You are my arbiter and my former master. In bygone days, I stood by your side as you established Jinzhou City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity. This one begs your pardon, for it is not all-knowing. All my knowledge came from you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. In the past, one was granted the key to that Sonoro sphere by your hand. You said you planned to participate in history, to make choices and witness the development of civilizations. One had previously requested for permission to transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi, as that is how one is designed to function. Every ounce of my existence, from life to death, and even the passing on of power, is subject to your approval. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. Since Jinshi has inherited my power, the temporal programs are now complete. Jinzhou is no longer under threat. Jinshi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this day forth, one shall only offer aid when it is truly needed. This situation has been analyzed before, but the number of variables made reaching a safe conclusion impossible. To accomplish her goal, Jinshi must possess both strength and confidence. Revealing the truth to her earlier would only add to her troubles and not aid in improving her abilities. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle to unfold, but the Fraccidus has remarkably escalated its arrival. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. The flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. But the citizens of Hongzhen must still contend with shortened lifespans should they attempt to depart. Fortunately, with Jinshi's resonance ability, they can stay
Oh yeah,
as long
and a little fun fact about Wuthering Waves. Some of the voice actors in this game have appeared in Final Fantasy XVI.
This is the best we can do. Through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm against the storm.
True, considering it was recorded in the UK, rather in London.
And change, one feels a spark of transformation in the air. The people of Hongzhen have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered in the right direction within mere days with proper leadership. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
Time to bring out Abby.
What? What's wrong? Rover, who's bullying you? Huh? Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intention.
That is so true.
It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before.
And honestly though, I would love to see more of these voice actors in other games too.
You must be that sentinel. Hello there, big one. Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a feeling I missed out on a lot of fun.
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference. This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you granted it access intentionally. Lady Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores? The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that island. Worry not. The Wuthering Waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong.
Derwin Jue. Oh, that massive lore drop.
One suggests heading back to Hongjian to reunite with your companions, Lady Arbiter. With Mount Firmament no longer closed. Surely, Hongjian will undergo significant changes.
Onwards.
Woo, now we're skiing. I can't help but think about Sonic Adventure 1 when doing this. Especially in the ice cap level. Like, low-key. I am reminded of ice cap. And to some extent, City Escape.
Onwards.
Primarily in the beginning of the level for that stage. Now,
Mount Firmament glowed with the
that should
stars
conclude Act
high
7.
above the clouds and snow. Then, suddenly, they vanished, revealing a distant blue sky. And amidst it all stood a white-haired maiden, like a goddess descended from the heavens. With a mere wave of her hand, she brought forth a new season, transforming the streets below. This maiden was none other than the dead infant, now reborn as the magistrate of Jinzhou. When thunder
We all have
his embrace,
Jin Shi to thank for this.
shall shine
Thankfully.
upon this place. For only through death and strife can one truly embrace new life.
I see. Doesn't matter.
For Lova.
That's not important for our goal. We have the answers we wanted already.
Pro
With the
Lova.
second resonance awakening, we will tap into powers that rival the Sentinels.
Black Shores like Scar
Control of the artificial resonator
and
awakening
Camellia.
is within reach. And lastly, about that rover. This trip was worth it. We've collected many wonderful notes, haven't we? It's about time. Get moving. Can't let a certain someone wait too long behind bars.
Yep. Act 7 now completed. Okay. All that said and done, I think this will be a good stopping point after I activate that. After I activate the tower, I will wrap up the stream for today. Okay.
Onwards.
Let's let the rover place that device. And then we are finally gonna have another piece of the map done. In Mount Firmament. Alright. That should be the end of the stream for today. Okay, thank you all for stopping by as always. And tonight we are going to raid. Let's see if they're still alive. Here's she. Miss Chrysalis. She's a good friend of mine, and she hosts a Grand Blue Fantasy tournament, a Grand Blue Fantasy Rising tournament known as Chrysalis Cup, which I am a tournament organizer for. Again, thank you all for stopping by, and I'm gonna have a message for the raid. Until then, I'll catch you guys next time.